I'm going to be making a traditional jam-filled Jewish cookie named Hamantashen. And we make this cookie in the late winter, early spring for a holiday named Purim. They commemorate an important event in Jewish history. I will put the whole story in the description box, but I just want to say that there are two ways to name these cookies. Hamantashen, which is the name I'll be referring to, is the traditional Yiddish version of the name, and that's the one I grew up with. It's also known in Israel as Oznay Haman, and Hamantashen means Haman's hat, and Oznay Haman means the ear of Haman, or the ears of Haman. And Haman was one of the characters, the villain actually, in the Purim story. This video is part of a collaboration named #FlowerItUp, and it's hosted by Ashley and Amy Martin of Martin Midlife Misadventures. And every Friday, new videos come up using flour in any way you want. This particular time, I'm doing some baking. So the ingredients are simple. We're going to have flour, baking powder, sugar, salt, a little bit of grated lemon or orange rind, 4 eggs, and some oil. Now, you have to fill up the cookie with jam. So I'm going to be trying some jam that this friend of mine made and sent me from Montana. This is peach jam, and this is strawberry jam. He made these about a year ago. They are dated 12. Well, this one, the peach one's dated 8/28/23, and the strawberry one is 12/6/23. So they're good and they're fine, and I really want to try them because I haven't tried his jams yet because everything else he made was delicious. So let's get started with the dough. This all can be mixed in the mixer, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with the dry ingredients. 4 cups of flour. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little bit more because none of my cups were completely full. It looks like that ought to do it. Now 3/4 cups of sugar. So I've got a 1/4 cup here, so 1, 2, 3/4. 3 teaspoons baking powder. 1, 2, 3, and a 1/4 teaspoon salt. I'm going to go ahead and whisk this all up, and then we'll add our eggs, oil, and some grated peel. I have an orange, so I'm going to just grate that a little bit. It doesn't say how much. I guess just a couple of swipes on the grater. It says to make a little hole in the center. Let me grab this. There we go. Let's do 4 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I don't know about you, but I hate zesting things. I had about this much, the tip of an orange. I did zest it in the grater, and this is what I came up with. I don't think it matters if you zest or not. It might give the dough a little bit more flavor, but if you can't or won't zest, I'm not going to hold you to it. I'm going to put it in here with the wet ingredients, though. All right, and finally it says about 1/3 to 2/3 cup of oil. I don't know what that is, so I'm going to put about 1/2 cup of oil, and if it needs a little bit more, I'll add it. That's about what I got in here. All right, I'm going to put this in the mixer, and I'll be back in a minute. All right, here's the dough. I'm just going to take it and knead it into a ball and put it in the refrigerator. Let it cool down, then it'll be just right for rolling out. And here it is. I'm just going to wrap this up and put it in the fridge. Take it out in about an hour. Hopefully I cut enough. Well, it's a close call here with the saran wrap. And then we'll start rolling it out. All right, I have a board with some flour on it for the dough. I've just started preheating the oven to 375, and I'm going to put my Hamantashen on this cookie sheet with parchment paper. We're going to be cutting circles, so you'll also need a cup or a round cookie cutter. All right, let's get started. This makes about 30 to 40 Hamantashen. I'm not going to be making all of them this evening. I actually have guests coming on Sunday, and I have somebody coming tomorrow, so I'm going to make some for tomorrow and the rest for the next day, but you'll get the idea. Let's get this kind of rolled out. You're going to want this about 1/8 of an inch thick. All right. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out circles. Let's remove the excess dough here. Set it aside. We're going to assemble these on the cookie sheet with the jam. Might stick a little bit. That's why I like to put this this dough in the refrigerator, because it warms up so fast and gets sticky. There you go. Let's do these 4 with strawberry jam. It's kind of it's a little muddy colored because it's natural and organic, but it sure is delicious. I gave it a little try before I started. There we go. You don't want too much because it'll split the cookie. It's kind of just gotta give it your best call. There we go. Now, this is what makes them the little shape, is you've got to make a triangle. So you take 3 sides of this circle and you pinch it. Just like that. Let's do another one. You pinch it at the bottom and then at the top. And one more. Pinch like that. And then the other 2 sides. This one's a little full, in spite of the fact I emptied it. Here's the last one. Pinch. So there you go. I'm going to finish the tray here and we'll pop them in the oven. And here they are ready for the oven. An even dozen, 6 strawberry, 6 peach. I went around and repinched the corners again. Hopefully they will stay pinched together. Sometimes they come apart, but the solution to that is to eat them immediately and hide the evidence, right? They will be going now into the 375 oven for about 10 minutes. Well, here are the ones I served at lunch, and they were beautiful and delicious and got rave reviews, and I've given out quite a few of them since then to continued rave reviews. The cutter that I used was about 2 3/4, and I came out with exactly 50 of these. I think the amount you get really depends on the cutter size you use. I still have some leftovers here, and I'll be taking them to some of my food bank clients, I think, tomorrow. I know they'll enjoy them. I can't speak well enough about this recipe. It really is good, and it's a little time consuming with the folding and the pinching, but once you get a rhythm going down, it's not bad. And the reviews and everyone loving them is going to make it completely worthwhile. Thank you so much for watching.